Just keep adding trees. That's the best way to do it. Because if you ever find yourself having trouble in creating an immersive space, why not just make your own forest? After our last episode, I decided to kind of expand out a little more and add more trees wherever I felt fit. So pretty much I would stand right here and look around till I found too big of a gap or just an awkward space in the forest and add a tree there. And sometimes I would just get carried away and decide to build giant shade trees instead, also I can darken this river path a little more. But don't worry, today we will not be building more trees all episode, but instead we are going to start on things that are a little bit more practical. But welcome back everybody to yet another episode of the Forever World series. If you're new here, I love to build, that's all you need to know. So the first order of business today is to show you something that I've been busy working on. So down this random sewer hole, we have ourselves a semi-automatic leaf farm, and I say semi-automatic mainly because it requires you to do some work. So because recently I've been building a lot of trees, I only thought it would be smart to build some sort of farm. And like I mentioned, it is a semi-automatic farm because it requires you to do some work, but it's not any major work. All you have to do is simply place the sapling of choice. This works for any tree, by the way. You place the sapling of choice in front of these dispensers that are filled with bone meal. They grow. When you flick a lever right here, they grow, and once they've grown, you kind of come up this ladder right here. Then you climb into this minecart, and then you take out your hoe of choice and just start going to town. Is it the most practical idea? Probably not, but it definitely does the job, as in for now, because as you know, I need many leaves. And then when you are done, you just flick this lever here, and yeah. So allow me to demonstrate. Like I mentioned, just place your saplings here, and then you go into this room right here, you flick this lever, and it just starts to grow. After everything has grown, you flick this lever off, you climb into your minecart, and like I said, go to town. Now, by my experience, there is no really good way to do this apart from just like hacking it all away. And to be honest, I would make it fully automatic farm, but the issue is, I don't know how. So this will work just fine. After that, I chop down some wood, and you're left with this big mess, which is why we have the flush button, and you can probably guess what this means. Yep, literally what it means, just flush everything down to these hoppers where it gets collected into this big chest. And that's the farm. So it's nothing too crazy, but it definitely does the job, and I want to give a shout out to Corrales, who this design was inspired from, and this will save me a lot of time. So just like that, we were able to get ourselves a couple leaf stacks as well as some wood, but bear in mind this was without it being fully stacked. And if you want to get out, just go through this elevator here, and that's it. Now in today's episode, I have a cool build planned, and as I mentioned, this build will be practical. Now there are many farms that I need in this world. Amongst the important ones is super smelter. Here's the thing, I've never made any kind of smelter before, so this will be quite interesting. Now the build will be situated around here. This means that we will need to move the animal somewhere completely different, and we will need to finish some terrain work. And of course, eventually the forest will also find itself expanded out into this area, so the idea here is that this warehouse kind of build will be surrounded by trees. And to match the theme of our other builds like this horse stable here, we will go for more muted tones of color to best match the surrounding area. So before we can get started in any kind of building, we will need to do some preparing. Remember these guys? Yeah, I made them useful now. Now it was about time that I created some kind of trading hall, even if it's not fully established just yet, but this will do. Now these guys have some pretty cool enchantments. The only issue is, at times they can get kind of expensive, which is why I created a little contraption with this zombie that is silenced, and it's as simple as just having a track that runs across behind all these villagers here, and essentially he just kind of goes and infects each one, and you know, just throw at them a potion of weakness and a golden apple, they heal, and they give you a discount. But my goal in the future is to have a separate building for these guys instead of just having them underground here. That way we can have much more librarians, and basically we'll pretty much have anything we could ever want. And if you're wondering where this is, it's right under this little hut that we built a couple episodes back. Anyways, we have ourselves an established ground to set this build in. The plan for this is that we're going from more of a rundown warehouse, and attach to it some kind of water tower. It's going to look great, and the gradients that we will be using, majority of this build will be made up of tuff and cobblestone with its mossy variants mixed in as well. I haven't really done this before, but we will be also using copper to make up the roof, just to give it that, like I mentioned, rundown vibe. And finally, we're going to mix in some mites, from bone blocks to diorite to even smooth sandstone. Shouldn't be too tough of a project to tackle, so let's get to it. Looks great. I think if we added more foliage around, it would look even better. Now, something I just love about this build is the amount of detail that you could just find the more you look at it. And I just absolutely love this water tank here and the pop of color it adds. It really makes the build stand out, and it creates this overall shape that brings the entire build together. And when we go inside, whoa, there is no interior. That's alright though, because we're going to keep it this way seeing as we have a super smelter to put inside this thing. So allow me to explain how this is going to work. Now, this design is very compact, very simple. The first thing we gotta do is place a double chest here, so that way we can collect all the smelted goods. Then we just add a row of hoppers leading into this chest. After that, we place furnaces on top of the hoppers. Then we'll connect hoppers funneling into the furnaces here. Then we just add a row of hoppers on top of the furnaces that will funnel in the fuel. Finally, we'll add 2 rows of rails, so that way we can get the hopper minecars to travel back and forth, dropping in our fuel and our items that we want smelted. And just place these 2 here, and that's pretty much it. Allow me to demonstrate. Now, the way this works is you put in the fuel here, and as you can see, it goes down very quickly. And in this back chest here, you put in the materials that you want smelted. Thinking about adding some kind of platform here so I could reach that chest a little bit better. But anyways, once those 2 stacks of items are funneled into these mine carts here, all we have to do is flick this lever. Okay, this is embarrassing. Okay, so it was the exact opposite. The fuel goes in the back chest, and whatever you want smelted goes in this front top shelf right here. But now, when we flick this lever, there we go. Oh, there we go. We almost had it. Take 3. As I was saying, if you flick this lever here, there we go. Now everything should be smelted and all funnels into this chest right here. This will save a lot of time, and yeah, we could do a lot better, but like always, this will do. Of course, I'm not liking the interior here as it feels too empty, so give me a moment while I fix that. And there we go. Much better. I just added some piping suspended up on the ceiling here, and we also have some storage dotted around. We also have this water tank type thing going on here just to give the space a little bit more of an industrial look. And this room here doesn't really have much going on. I don't really have a purpose for it just yet, but nonetheless, I think what we have so far is good enough. As a quick side quest, I realized that I've been in this world for a while now, and I haven't raided another fortress yet for any blaze rods. So what do you say we go on a quick trip? A while back, we found this fortress, but it's only until now have I decided to come back for some blaze rods. In case you haven't picked up on it yet, I hate the Nether, but so long as we have our shield, we should be good. Okay, we're gonna mark with torches just to let us know that we've been here. Get out of here. Ooh, chest. Oh, nice. I am here to purchase some of your finest silk. What? I had my shield up. Okay, so far we got ourselves 3 rods, but right now I'm kind of looking for their spawner. Okay, we have found a spawner. Yeah, we just start farming like this. Oh wait, never mind, that doesn't work. Okay, I got it. We just break this and just hit him every chance we get. And he somehow still got me. There you go, that kind of works. Come on, spawn. Oh, there you go. Oh, crap. Come on, no, retreat, retreat. All of that, and we only have 5. Leave me alone. Crap, go, 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 go. Man, this place is infested. Quick update, I have boxed myself in here and I don't have a good game plan, Although I do know that there are some blazes camping outside right now. I'm just gonna quickly peek my head real quick. Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, I don't want to kill him because if I kill him now, he'll just drop whatever, the blaze over the lava. Okay, 4 more. All we need is 4 more. Hey, buddy. Go, 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 go. Okay, well, I'll probably just wait here until one spawns. It's alright, just take your time. I'm in no rush. Oh, crap. I was hitting with my freaking golden carrot. Now you decide to spawn. All we need is just 1 more, and we're out of here for good. Who's gonna be the lucky one? Are you? Yep, we got it. Alright, we're out of here. Peace out. You're never gonna see me again. I just gotta remember, if that's where we came in from, where was the portal at? Oh, perfect. We found it. And I'm out. Man, this build looks great. What do you guys think of it? Because this is just one of those builds that I really enjoyed building. Unlike, yeah, my goal is to add similar buildings around the area like this. And oh, you guys like the change? I noticed that we are in the Halloween month, and so I decided to be festive and change the look a little bit. You notice that little pencil there? Also, because we are in the beautiful month of fall, I thought it only makes sense to add a fall resource pack just to make it feel a little bit more festive around here. And okay, yeah, this looks different. Oh yeah, this definitely feels like it's fall. Man, this actually looks pretty cool. I mean, if we do the thing I mentioned where you try to frame it right to make it look like a little picture, this looks pretty cool. Maybe I might keep this on. We'll see, but man, this feels like fall, and all we're missing now is just pumpkins everywhere. Anyways, that will just about have to wrap it up for today's episode. We did a lot, and I'm especially proud of the fact that I'm learning to take more of a practical approach to building, and I feel like that really works well hand in hand. Next episode, I have another cool project planned for you guys, so be on the lookout for that. So with that, my name is Ultra161, and I'll see you all in the next one.